What? We back for another week of the Rick and Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick. Back for another one.
Yes, sir. Sorry, y'all. We didn't have one, I guess, last week now.
Yeah.
I had some stuff going on in the house we had to get fixed. And so, yeah, that was my bad, y'all.
So we back. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Rick, what's going on, man?
Not too much, bro. Everything typical. Getting ready to go to Omaha for Omaha Day towards the end of the month. And then probably going to try to hit this Clipse concert. Kind of excited for that.
Is it going to be where you at? Where you
going
to?
Yeah, be in Denver in August sometime.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's like the first time like I've seen a show and like, oh, I actually want to go to that. Like I'm kind of looking forward to it because I used to go to shows all the time, but just haven't had that same passion or want to go see live performances. So this one should be good though.
I heard some of the maybe one or two songs recently, or maybe no. I think they did a Tiny Desk. Did they do a Tiny Desk?
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Hey, they still nice
for real. Mm-hmm.
They still nice because I hadn't really listened to them much. I mean, I know Mouse was in prison for a while, wasn't he?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I hadn't even listened to Pusha T like that in a while. So, but yeah, on the little Tiny Desk thing they did, man, I was like, hey,
they did their thing.
Yeah, I'm like, this is tough.
Yeah, we watched that one in the hotel room in Utah. That's where we watched that at, just hanging out. But yeah, other than that, shoot, nothing for real. Ain't nothing out the ordinary.
Utah, what's in Utah?
That's
right. Never mind. Go ahead.
They have a hella national parks, so we went to one, and then, we went to one proper, and then drove up to another one. So we went to Arches National Park.
Okay,
and that has one of the most photographed arches in the world, like natural landmarks or whatever. So we went to that, and then there's this place called Canyonlands. We drove up to that. That's still kind of a scenic drive, even though we didn't properly go into the park. But they got that. We did some whitewater rafting.
Mm-hmm.
What else we do? They got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of like ATVs, camping, fishing, like off-road vehicle tours, legitimate off-road vehicle tours. But yeah, it's real rocky. It's like, bro, it's beautiful. It's hard to explain. It's coming from the Midwest. It's sights unseen. Put it like that.
I see.
Yeah.
Man, y'all seem like y'all be doing some dope stuff, man, in nature. Y'all need to y'all need to make a channel for all that stuff. Y'all have that in the works or something, like, because y'all really
supposed to make it.
Huh?
She's supposed to do it.
Oh, well, yeah. LaTora, get on that, please.
Yeah, exactly.
So y'all can
put a reminder.
Cause no, for real, like y'all really do be having some. I be seeing your stories, and y'all got some dope travels, man. Y'all be actually doing some cool stuff. I think that's great content. I mean, much like how Akil does his stuff too. You know what I mean? I like watching that stuff because it's stuff that I probably won't do because I'm not. I like nature, but not like that. Not like you. I like controlled nature, like zoos. yeah. But I like to watch stuff like that, though.
All right, yeah, that's fair.
Watch stuff like that. That's fun. That's fun content for me. Yeah, it allows me to be in a safe environment and watch stuff that I like to see.
Yeah. I like being in it. I think traveling to trying to visit different national parks is going to be kind of one of our things. So start knocking off some national park. Like we've been to 4 now, or it's 4. So
nice.
Just all within a year. So yeah, we're gonna start knocking some off.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So I did Utah. Then did y'all do like, I don't know, what is it, Yosemite?
No, that's out in what's that, California?
Is it California? I thought that was Wyoming.
It might be Wyoming or California. One of
What's
them.
in Wyoming? Ain't there a park or a national park in Wyoming?
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. That's what I'm thinking about. Not Yosemite.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Yosemite is a park, but that's not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of Yellowstone.
You know what? Yeah, I only know that because I watched the first episode of this show called Untamed on Netflix, and it's about incident that happened in Yosemite, and yeah, it's California. Yosemite.
Is that like doc style?
No, it's not doc style.
It's TV. It's just a TV series.
Show. Yeah.
Okay, because I wanted to watch that, but I didn't know if it was like a doc or like TV series, but I wanted to watch it though.
TV series.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna check that out then.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first episode. It's cool. It seemed like it'd be good. But yeah, so we've been to a couple of Utah. We've been to Grand Canyon in Arizona. Been to Rocky Mountain. So a couple in here in Colorado.
Nice.
Yeah. Or the one you got here in Colorado, but we've been to Rocky Mountain. Sure.
That's what's up.
For.
It's nice, man. That's nice to have a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it kind of just happened just by happenstance. You know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this because bro, like the thing about it is, I understand why they're national parks because national park, that means you can't build or do whatever on that land.
Yeah.
Everyone we've been to has been like a different planet. Like really? When we went out in Utah, it's like we on planet Namek.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's like planet Namek, like just red mountains, red hills.
Yeah, green people.
Huh? Green, yeah. Probably.
Right. Like 7 moons or something like that. Yeah. Never nighttime.
Never nighttime. Shoot, that sun was bright and it hit hard. But yeah, so yeah, it's real cool.
Okay, yeah, that's dope though. See, our thing is open houses. We like going to open houses, like doing the parade of homes and all that stuff. Yep. That's our thing. So
those.
Yeah, those are fun, man. We be seeing some really cool houses. That's our big like bonding moment, and then we also watch them on TV. Like we watch them on TV too, like when there's not like a parade of homes or something like that, or we can't find one that we want to go see in person that they just have an open house on. We just watch them online and look. And sometimes we look at different cities too. We look a lot in Kansas City, but then other cities too, just to see what builders are doing. And then like my uncle, when we went down to Mississippi, he builds houses, so we go and see. They're not really houses; these are like more like mansions. he be building some big old house. Like the houses, we told him, bro, like the houses he built, they would probably start, because here is expensive, gets a little expensive, but they would probably start at 2.5 easily, just because like he's building them out of brick too, so it's not but they make bricks down there, so it's cheaper to use brick, and then it's more efficient to use brick down there because the weather gets pretty hot and stuff like that. It helps keep the house cooler, or keep the house temperature
regulated.
Yeah. So, but the houses he builds are beautiful. So he took us around to see some of his houses that he was building, some that he was working on, or some that he's already built, some that he's getting ready to sell and stuff like that. So we like doing that. So
yeah. That's. Have you ever been to an estate sale?
I have not.
No,
but I kind of want to do one though.
I found a pretty dope quarter zip Cowboys coat, like the 90s style.
Yeah. Oh, like kind of like them starter type things. The starter
it's ones? Not starter. I wish it was starter. It's not starter. It's some other.
Yeah, but I know what brand. But that style though.
Yeah, that style.
Yeah. Bro, those are like impossible to find.
Mm-hmm.
They're impossible to find. You could find like maybe a replica type thing.
Yeah,
maybe. But like a lot of the stuff, like original ones, if you go on eBay or something like that, they're expensive.
Yeah, they are, and that's why I kind of wanted to sell this one, but it's of the lower brand, so people are like, and then the color kind of bled in a spot, so I'm like, I'll just keep it, whatever.
I say, bro, I hold on to that mug.
Yeah,
you said it's Cowboys though.
Yeah, Jared likes the Cowboys. I told him I would give it to him. I forgot what happened with that. It's mine now. I ain't giving it up. But no, so in KC, I had this got a work friend, and she liked going to estate sales. And so she took me to a couple of them over work. And that's where I got that jacket. I got like this brand new 90s Fila jumpsuit, like a windbreaker type jumpsuit.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell it's kind of old school. And then I got this Helly Hansen, this ski undershirt that I wear all the time when I go snowboarding and shit.
How
And
do
I didn't
you
even know what it was.
find estate sales though?
She did it.
Because I want to do an estate sale. I want to just go to one, maybe not necessarily get anything, but I just want to at least go to see how it is. And then I also want to go to like one of those like storages, like those abandoned storages. I just want to like not raid, that's a bad word. I just want to go through one.
Go rummage through. Yeah. No, I bought up estate sales because I've been to a few and then I've seen some, but you know, go to the ones that are at. She was like, you go to the ones that are at big ass houses. Basically.
Yeah,
you go to houses and you know you just walk through the house and they got price tags on stuff. And I was watching a YouTube video and someone found a royal egg I think they found it at an estate sale, and so or an auction, estate sale auction, something like that. They bought it for around $1,000, I want to say. Bro, that multiple millions of dollars it was worth.
Yeah,
multiple millions of dollars.
And they bought it for
Fabergé egg. That's what they're called, the Fabergé egg.
So theoretically, the person could have sold it and kept their house, but you don't know. If you don't know, I guess.
Yeah,
but why would you have that?
Exactly. They thought it was a fake one. They thought it was just a. So clearly, it was stolen.
A prey? Yeah, it had to have been stolen.
I'm about to look. I'm looking it up right now.
I had a watch that was supposed to be worth a lot, and I went and got that mug of praise, and they told me it was fake. So I'm like, let them tell you it's fake. Like
33 million estimated. Someone bought that for $3,000 to $4,000 back in the. I don't even want to say.
They sold it for 33 million, or was it just
no? They somehow they found out what they had, and they contacted the whoever they need to for the historic archives and stuff like that, and then they validated it, and now it's in a museum somewhere.
Oh, they had to give it up, bro.
I'm assuming they got some money for that.
Buy it off me. I want the full.
Ain't no way I'm just giving it up. Yeah, this is mine.
I want the full price. The minimum, if it's worth 33, the minimum I'm taking is 25. Otherwise, there's no deal. You're not getting it. Like I'm just gonna hold it.
Here, I'm gonna show you which one it was.
33 million. If they just gave it away for nothing, I'm gonna be sick for them. 33 million. At least the person that had it got 4K out of it.
Yeah,
but they lost their house, so that's unfortunate. I definitely probably would have went through and started getting stuff appraised before I sold my house, though. Oh yeah, bro. I'm getting that looked at first.
It's this one.
I'm getting it looked at first.
They thought it was just a little pocket watch.
Yeah, bro. I got Pokemon cards I'll get looked at. So I would definitely have got that looked at. Like, hey, can y'all get me in touch with somebody? Let me know what how much this go for.
Yeah, what is this little golden watch egg?
Yeah, because that's wild. $1,000 and it's worth 33 million. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Bro, you could have kept your house, all your stuff. All you would have to do is give that up, and you would have been able to keep everything, and then some. You would have still been straight. Paid off your little back taxes or whatever, and shoot, style is.
Yeah, unless it was the deceased person's
stuff.
That could be the case. But
okay, that would make sense actually. Yeah. Because then whoever was, they wouldn't know.
They wouldn't know. People would just assume like it's fake. All right, this person had this replica.
Yeah, but yeah, because that would make me sick, bro. But then that makes me question who was the person that owned that estate? Because like you said, that mug was stolen, bro. You don't just get those. You can't buy them.
That sounds like some black market stuff right there.
For sure.
So
there was a job done. And it was a heist. Yeah, you're right. We had to use those words. It was a heist, and then that was fenced
at that time. Yeah.
Man. And then on top of that, the person that bought it was laundering money.
Had to be.
Because I buy art.
I buy art. This is how much is that? I don't know. I say it's this much.
Yeah, somebody's. It's a lot. It was a lot of dirty stuff going on with that egg then, because somebody was cleaning money.
Number 3 had to be.
Which egg was that? Because I wonder if there was like a missing egg report from some time
It's
period.
it is there was it had the whole on the YouTube video. There was a little story about it. It's number 3. So
Number 3. How many was there?
from this one was made in 1887 or 1886. How many of them were there? There's I think it was for the royal family, so it can't be too many.
And I have another question after
Oh
you.
god dang! Oh, so they just kept making them for the royal.
Oh, so each
57 of
royal
them.
family.
Yeah, each royal family member.
Oh.
57 of them.
What are they made out
of? Precious metal. It's a jeweler made them, so they're precious metals, precious jewels. That's what they're made of. They're legit jewelry. They're like decorative jewelry pieces.
So
and each one has its own individual quirk about it, or it's like it has a hidden feature about it, pretty much.
So
some are more divine than others.
So I only ask that because it's like, you ever wonder, like, all right, when we think about like artifacts like that, stuff that's just made out of stuff that we can have access to, like now. I mean, we don't have access to it personally, but I mean, like, you could replicate those things, right? But it wouldn't be worth the same value.
Yep.
But you can replicate it with the same stuff. So my question is, what do you think that we have now, like in this time period? What do you think would be like of value? Let's say that was made in the 1800s. Let's say 200 years from now. So like 2200. What do you say that we have right now that would be worth some crazy value, but in our time period, it was just like,
Yeah, in our time period, it was like, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think those eggs were meh in that time period, though.
Well, okay. Let's just say like it's a little more common than it's not abnormal. Like, I don't think those eggs were abnormal if 57 of them were made. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I would say like something like that. Like, it's, because I got one.
I don't know. What do you have?
I would say like some type of championship ring.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like somebody found a Chicago Bulls 95-96 championship ring.
Yeah.
Especially if it was like MJ's.
Mm-hmm.
I think in 200 years, if history stands as is and Michael Jordan continues to be the greatest of all time, I bet that goes for roughly 50 mil.
50 mil.
Yeah. There's going to be some weird collector out there that's going to be fascinated with this time period in basketball.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even think he'd have to continue being quote unquote greatest.
Yeah.
It'd just be because he was greatest of that period.
Yeah.
He was a phenom. So yeah, I would say, yep, I agree. Because I was thinking like a watch or something, but
oh no, watches for sure.
Yeah, watches, but still, like, it wouldn't be as unique. Like, because what those rings, I guess they make them for the whole team and organization. Some of the organization members,
they do, but the ring is not the same every year. So like
that too.
Even the Chiefs, like the Chiefs, when they won their back-to-back Super Bowls, well, they won 3, right? But each one of those rings are different. And
right.
Like,
yeah.
You can open them up and it has different things on the inside, and like, and then even like the Eagles rings is completely different from the Chiefs. And if you go through the history of how the rings look and what they're made, and then the NBA, same thing, all the rings are just different.
Yep.
So and then like, but the rings now, like the rings don't cost that much apparently. Like, let me see. From what I've heard, I mean, sometimes players like that don't make a whole lot, when they finish their careers, they sell them. Let me see. NBA championship rings cost. It says between $10,000 to $40,000 each. But some rings, elaborate designs, and high-end materials can exceed $100,000. So like, I mean, they're not like, I mean, obviously we can't just buy them, but I mean, like, they're not crazy expensive for what they represent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It represents you being the greatest team in the world, but it's worth, if you were to sell it, it's basically a year's salary.
Yeah.
For, for like the average American.
And I would say yes. That's why I would say that's why the rings are better than the watches, because the rings are individualized, or they mean something specific.
Oh,
Like
I
there's
see.
a time period or a season tied to it, rather than just the watches being one of however many. There's still a
Yeah.
story on top of it, and so that boosts that value up in like the sentimental value and all that type shit.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. That's a good
Yeah,
point. That's a good point.
yeah. I think rings. I can't. Yeah, I was going to say watches, bro. I can't really think of anything that.
But I do think because there
Mm-hmm.
are watches though that there's not a lot of them made, and so those are obviously going to go up in price. Like like the average Rolex, like the Rolexes apparently just go up in value even after you wear them, like or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's like an investment. People say that you can sell them off for more.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, so which is and obviously if it's attached to a name though, like if the Rolex was on Barack Obama and he wore it during his presidency, and
Exactly.
then somehow somebody gets a hold of it and they sell it, obviously the value of that, especially if it's verified, it's skyrocketing just because Obama wore it. You know what I'm saying? It was during his presidency, so the first black president and his Rolex that he wore in the White House. Yeah, like you said, the story I think sells it more than the actual what it's worth though.
What the or what the item is itself.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's with anything though, like, well, not anything, but I think that's with a lot of this stuff, like, right? Like when you even think about like the pirates and sunken treasure, like obviously they had a lot of like gold and stuff like that. But I mean, the value of it was probably, I'm sure it was great then, and it's, great now. But I think the story behind it is what makes it even more valuable. You know what I mean?
What are you talking about? Like if we were to find it today, or
Yeah. If you were to find it today, I mean, it's just gold and cups and stuff like that. I'm not trying to devalue it, but I'm saying like if you were to find one cup, I mean the amount of money it probably takes to build that one, to make that one cup, is probably not as great as what you can just sell that for, just because of the story behind it. You know what I mean?
and where
Like,
it came from. Yeah.
yeah, I can probably make the cup for $1,000, let's say, right? Because of what it's made out of. If it's made out of like gold and all this stuff, I could probably make the cup for $1,000. But if I found it on a sunken ship that had been lost forever, then I could probably sell it for 100,000. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Definitely getting that bread off upcharge, taxing like a mug.
yeah.
Finder's fee.
Hey, I'm always mind blown by that, because like when people do find treasures and stuff like that have been hidden away, it's like it don't seem like they ever get the full value of what was found. They get like you said, they get a portion, and that always bothers me, because it's like, no, I found this. I don't have to give it to you.
Yeah.
Nobody owns it.
I own this now. So I agree. Like what are the stipulations that it's mine? I want all full value for it. Put it like that.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I guess they try to get you with the whole like, well, it's part of history and it tells a story, and I'm like, yeah, okay, and tell me your price.
Part of the story now.
Right. When you talk about who found it, my name's gonna pop up. So give me my money. That's what I want. That's what you want. Otherwise, it's gonna be sitting in my basement somewhere, and it's gonna get lost again.
Imagine living back then and being a pirate, and then like you having to carry your treasure around, or did they hide it somewhere or try to stash, or did they always carry it around?
Nah, so like from what I read, I was really into the pirate stuff for a long time. Still am.
That's why I asked you.
Yeah, so what they would do is they would go to like different islands or whatever like that. They would have, a lot of them had like home bases, but they probably wouldn't bury their treasure there. They would find maybe like some remote island or some area to just basically dump everything and bury it, right? And it depends on what pirate you're talking about, because some of them, there were some that weren't really like into keeping it. They were just using it for stuff. You know what I mean? Like buy the more weapons or paying crew, whatever the case may be, whatever their vices were.
Right.
I mean, they were just using it, so it might have got spent up. But then some of them really were just hiding it. And but I don't think they just rode around on the ship, because you got to think, like, if you got all this treasure on your ship, and I mean, you're eventually going to get captured, because pirate lifespan was like 3 to 5 years or something like that. They didn't last very long. Even like Blackbeard. Blackbeard is the biggest name.
Are you talking about after they got jumped into piratedom? Like
Yeah.
his okay.
Yeah, lifespan wasn't that long. I mean, you can probably look that up. Like,
So what's the point of being a pirate then?
everybody had a different reason. That's the thing. Yeah, see, they didn't live that long. So
It wasn't a get in, get out mentality. It was
nah, see, life expectancy of a pirate during the golden age between 1650 and 1730 was relatively short, averaging around 26 years old. So they died. They usually died around 26 years.
yeah.
But a lot of them got in. They would get in at 20 something years old. You know what I mean? So they weren't. Their career wasn't that long, but it was everybody had a different reason, right? So some of them, like some of the pirates, used to be a part of a navy. They might have been well-trained navy men that just went rogue and they wanted to do their own thing. They didn't agree with what their country was doing, so they just basically became who they became. I like Blackbeard a lot. Blackbeard is a myth. Like he's a lot of myth because they don't really know who he was. They know he went by Edward Teach, or they had a lot of different names that they went by, but Edward Teach was the most common one. And the thing is about him, they don't really know what he was, because they said that apparently, I guess he could like read and write, which most pirates couldn't, but he can read and write, which led people to believe that he came from a noble family, which had some money. So it made it weird as to why he became a pirate. But he also had navigation skills, so they felt like he would have probably been in the military at some point. But none of that stuff could be verified. But I think for a lot of the pirates, I mean, you just don't really know. Some of them were slaves. So if they caught like a slave ship or something like that, you free the slaves, they jump on board with you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
But some of them were also transporting slaves, like on the low, after the slave trade was like illegal. So they would still be, so it just kind of it came down to money most of the time.
All right, well,
make it short,
but money.
Yeah, but everybody had their own reason. And you had some women pirates that were like, I think there was like a Chinese lady, and she was like, apparently she was one of the scariest ones because she was mutilating people.
Yeah,
and I don't think they ever caught her. I think she was one of the few that actually like escaped and just died of old age. But
old age?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they ever captured her. But a lot of them they captured, and like I say, fairly quick. Like 3 to 5 years is still kind of a long time to reign terror. But I mean, as far as how old these people were, it's really not that long. A lot of them was getting caught. They get hung. They get heads cut off. Yeah.
Head to the sharks, walk the plank.
Yeah, pretty much.
What if I was I asked about the treasure because I was like, what if they were out and they just got stranded somewhere? What good would the treasure do? Like they just had the treasure and it's there and fucking decoration.
Does nothing.
Yeah,
does nothing at all.
I don't know.
Okay, this leads me to a question though for you, and I'll answer too. If you do get stranded, if you say you were whatever reason you're on a cruise or something like that, or you just out, say you get stranded, I guess what is the first thing that you're looking to do? What are you looking to do to try to get some help?
To try to get help?
Yeah.
Or to help myself.
How are you surviving? Let's say that.
Surviving to help myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Shelter. I think shelter and water.
Shelter and water?
Yeah. Find a good spot I can hole up at, and then find a water source.
Yeah, because I think about that. Like we used to have to do. There was like this survival thing that we used to do, like when I was teaching, and I used to give my students this paper, and we would do it in class. Like it was like a team building skill, so everybody would part up in the teams and stuff like that. And it was just like they use it, I guess, for like the Navy or something like that. And it was for that reason, for like survival skills, to see what would be what would you do in order to survive. It was I wish I knew what it was, because I would try to do it. But I used to do it. I used to do it every year for my, like at the beginning of the year, for like but it had like all these things. And you had to rank them in the order of what is the most important, and then you see like what all the kids would pick and stuff like that. Some of the stuff I ain't never even heard of, but it was just like you don't know where you're at, so they was like, but like on the thing there was like a map and something that like kind of like a compass type thing, and so like a lot of the kids would put that up top, but then they would give you an explanation for why everything is what it is, and it was like, all right, the map and the little navigational tool that would be at the bottom, and everybody's like, well, why? I was like, because you don't even know where you're at, so it's not going to do you any good. So you're not going to be able to use the map without this, and like, but yeah, there's a story. So there's a story of a situation where people get stranded or whatever, and they don't make it, so to speak. So
None of them.
well, one. The story is, after surviving, we're going to just give the story headline that I got right here. After surviving 438 days lost at sea, Jose Alveranga is now being sued for $1 million by his crewmate's family, who accuse him of cannibalism. He denies. So let's see. I got the story pulled up. So we'll try to read through this pretty quick. So Jose Salvador Alveranga. All right, so this is about the voyage, basically. All right. So November 17, 2012, Alveranga set out from the fishing village of Costa Azul. He was intent on a 30-hour shift of deep sea fishing, during which he hoped to catch sharks, marlins, and sailfish. First of all, people really be fishing for sharks?
Yeah, I guess so.
I didn't know that. Huh. His usual fishing mate was unable to join him, so he arranged instead to bring along the inexperienced 23-year-old with whom he had not previously spoken and whose surname he did not know. They embarked. I'm trying to see. Let's get into it. Okay, a storm. Okay, so basically equipped a single outboard motor and refrigerator-sized icebox and stored fish was blown off course by a storm that lasted 5 days, during which the motor and most of the portable electronics were damaged, though they had caught nearly 500 kilograms of fresh fish. The pair were forced to dump it overboard to make the boat maneuverable. Wow. In bad weather, Alveranga managed to call his boss on a two-way radio and request for help before the radio's battery died. Having neither sails nor oars or anchor, running lights, boom. Much of the fishing gear was also lost or damaged in the storm, leaving them with only a handful of basic supplies and little food. The search party, organized by Alvaranga's employer, failed to find a trace of the missing men and gave up after 2 days because visibility was poor.
It's crazy.
So wait, hold on. Oh, Alvaranga's employer failed to find. Okay, as days turned to weeks, they learned to scavenge their food from whatever sources presented themselves. Alveranga managed to catch fish, turtles, jellyfish, and seabirds with his bare hands, and the pair occasionally salvaged this. All right, we're gonna come back to this part with his bare hands, because now this is starting to sound fishy. And the pair occasionally salvaged bits of food and plastic refuse floating in the water. They collected drinking water from rainfall when possible, but more frequently were forced to drink turtle blood or their own urine. Alvarenga frequently dreamed about his favorite foods as well as his parents. Yeah, see, starting to sound sketchy. According to Alvarenga, Córdoba lost all hope around 4 months into the voyage after becoming sick from the raw food and eventually died from starvation by refusing to eat. Alveranga has said that he contemplated suicide for 4 days after Córdoba died, but his Christian faith prevented him from doing so. He related that Córdoba made him promise not to eat his corpse after he died. So he kept it on the boat. He sometimes eat the corpse. Huh?
Hey, if you refuse to eat and you just let yourself die, you cannot say, "Oh, don't." No, you don't get that say so.
You don't get to pull your controller and tell me I can't win the game.
Show don't.
If we playing 2K and you turn your controller off, I'm still scoring, bro. Yeah. The game ain't over. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at the loss of life. First of all, that's what we're not laughing at. All right. It's just the conversation. This is crazy. After 6 days, okay, he sometimes spoke of a corpse, and after 6 days, fearing he was going insane, he threw it overboard. Alveranga reported that he saw numerous transoceanic container ships, but was unable to solicit help. He kept track of time by counting the phases of the moon. After counting his 15th lunar cycle, he spotted land, a tiny desolate islet, which turned out to be a remote corner of the Marshall Islands on January. Good grief. So November, December, January. So why they say 4 months? He abandoned his boat and swam to shore, where he stumbled upon a beach house. Alvarenga's journey had lasted 438 days. What is 438 days?
A year and couple months.
Oh, right. This was in 2012. Oh, okay. I'm tweaking. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is over.
Yeah,
Well over. He was gone for a long time.
sure were. They were floating for
Woo. Hey, yo. Alvarenga's vital signs were all good with the exception of blood pressure, which was unusually low. Being also said that Alvarenga had swollen ankles and struggled with walking. Yeah. February 6th, the doctor treating him reported his health had gone downhill since the day before and that he was on an IV drip to treat his dehydration. Okay. All right. So let's stop right there. I'll pick up Sharon for their reactions. I want to first talk about this trip though, because it sounds fishy. No pun intended. Because this is all him telling his side of the story, right?
Yeah, we don't know what Córdoba went through, or
because it sounds too Hollywood. Like it sounds almost like manicured. Like
what part?
All of it from when he started saying that he was catching fish and turtles and seabirds and jellyfish with his bare hands. I don't know.
Yeah. Who?
Turtles, yes. The seabirds, I don't know. I don't know.
Fish, maybe.
Yeah.
Fish, yes. Turtles, yes.
Yes. The seabirds, I'm just unsure about because it's like, what do you sneak up on them in a boat?
Maybe you bait them with some fish pieces. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I guess if they land in like the boat or something like that, trying to eat your food, and then okay.
Yeah.
So
but maybe, the jellyfish, I don't know. Maybe he's more knowledgeable than me because he, that's his full-time job. But I didn't know people willingly, tried to pick up jellyfish without the fear of being stung.
Yeah, because they'll sting you.
Yeah.
And toxins, right? And I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't know how you pick up a jellyfish because most of their body is just those tentacles.
Right.
And the top part, it seems like as soon as you grab that, they're just going to wrap their tentacles around you, right? Because those things can just be floating around. Like if you ever look at a jellyfish, it just be doing this stuff all day.
Yeah.
It's like a toddler.
I guess they say some jellyfish have mild stings, some don't. And then if you know how to handle them, you can pick them up. So
really?
I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt.
Okay. All right, fair. Yeah. Let's say he did do that. Then we get to my man's lost hope after 4 months, which accurate. So because after a month, I might be like, yo, we gotta get up out of here.
Yeah.
But him having the conversation and saying, hey, I'm about to go ahead and quit. Don't eat me though.
Don't eat me.
Like,
don't eat me and leave me on the boat. What if I don't want to leave you on the boat?
Yeah, because right. Because like now I gotta smell this. Like,
yeah,
I'm already struggling too, bro. Like, you think I just want to sit here and smell you like the whole time? Like, it smell like fish and body. Like, nah, we
That's
not.
a big ass for someone that doesn't have a lot of will.
Yeah,
I can see someone passing, but I don't like if there's. Okay, if they were by themselves, actually, maybe it'd be a little easier to just give up and kind of go away. But if I have somebody there with me, like I'm gonna do everything within my power to stay alive, and that person being alive there will kind of will me to want to stay alive as well, and not sit there and keel over and die. as long as you have somebody to do it with, you know.
That's the major thing, because it's just like you said, like it's like, all right, we kind of depend on each other, because now I feel like I'm responsible for you,
Yeah,
like you're kind of responsible for me. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I don't make it, it's going to be hard. It's going to be that much more difficult for you now,
exactly. Yeah,
because now all the work is on you. Like, you don't have help catching the food, or getting help to, or like spotting something. You know what I mean? Or like, if you start falling asleep and you need, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody to keep you going. So yeah, I don't know, man. Part of me is feeling like bro got fed up after 4 months.
yeah. You got fed up and
And he's telling the story like, yeah, nah, man, hey, dude just said 4 months. Hey, man, it's been too long. I'm about to quit.
I'm about to quit. I'm gonna jump.
I'm about to quit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
No,
Just don't eat me. And do
no,
what? And do what? What, we gonna take your body back to shore? We don't even know where we at. Like,
yeah.
he
Put
would
it
have had to sit with that body on there for another 8 months.
right. And then what if he didn't make it?
Just 2 bodies floating down in
Two
water.
bodies. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I wouldn't be happy with my shipmate, my fishing partner.
Question though, and you don't have to answer this, because it's
Yeah.
kind of. Is there ever a point, if you're in that situation, that you thinking about, hey, I might try to take a bite out that angle though? Or what would you go for first, if you would do it, if you would do it, or if you won't? But if you would, what you going? What's the part that you probably gonna try?
Dang. Probably treat it like, damn, bro. I don't know. Probably most accessible part. So maybe a forearm or bicep. Yeah. Slice a thigh.
Yeah, I was thinking about something like that. Like, if I were to do it, first of all, I would probably just have to starve. I can't do it. But
Yeah.
if I did, if it came down to it, I'd probably try to go for a thigh meat or something. Just because I feel like you can get away with not being like a bone there. Like, you can probably just get a little, and maybe cook it up somehow. I don't know how, but it sounds like they were eating raw food. You can't put a fire on there, I guess. So
Oh yeah.
so that's what would definitely deter me from even thinking about it, is because, like, you can't cook it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be labeled a cannibal either, though. So
Yeah, same. Yeah, it will be cooked. Dang.
yeah, nah, they were eating all the raw stuff. That's what he said. Dude was getting tired of eating the raw food. He was getting sick.
If it was raw, I don't think I could do it.
No, I for sure couldn't. Because I mean, bro, you ever just like like bite your thumb? Not trying to like bite the skin out, but like, you ever just bite some, like, you know how chewy we are? That's gross.
Yeah, that is resistant too.
I don't like gristle and all that stuff. Like, when I be eating chicken or something like that, if I run into the gristle, bro, I don't eat it. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want, but I don't eat it.
You don't eat the cartilage, and I don't either, bro.
Nope.
I don't either.
I don't like neck bone. I know people eat neck bone. I don't like it. Like I said, I don't eat all that cartilage. I see people that just be tearing that off and just eating and stuff like that. Part of the reason why I don't really mess with steak that much, because sometimes there's spots of, in a steak that get a little too chewy for me. I don't like the fat in nothing.
Okay.
I like all that stuff cut off.
Dang, you like the lean.
I like Uncrustables.
Uncrustable protein.
Yes.
I've grown to appreciate the fat on protein. So, but that's neither here nor there.
I just say that to say that if I ain't eating that lets you know I'm not.
You ain't about to.
Yeah, I'm not about. Yeah, I'm not eating no bodies. Like,
the body.
Yeah, especially not raw. I would just starve.
Yeah, I think I would as well.
Yeah, I'll eat the raw fish before anything else. I'll eat the raw turtle.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. So I can't eat fish, so I will have to go for turtle.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Or seabirds.
That's a real bad situation for you.
I know. I'm probably out within a month.
I would think, like, because they're out at sea, so it'd be like, wouldn't it be salt water?
Yeah.
So their blood pressure was it should have been up. because it would just be like the water. I mean, the food would have been really salty, wouldn't it?
Food would be salty, yeah. They had to catch your rainwater, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had to rinse it off or something.
I
But
doubt they
actually,
doing that.
the salt would have probably been good for them because you need that to retain water.
Electrolytes.
Yeah. So actually, it probably would have been beneficial for them to have that salt, so they don't get dehydrated when they drink their water. They can actually retain the water and not get dehydrated as fast.
So yeah, true.
Science.
Breaking it down.
Yeah.
But Jose, so all right, he claims they ate all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then he claims he threw the body overboard, right?
Yeah, that's what he claims.
He said the body was talking to him.
He said after 6 days, he said he sometimes spoke to the corpse, and after 6 days, fearing he was going insane, he threw it overboard. So he threw his body overboard 6 days after he passed because he started feeling like he was going crazy. So it was basically like Wilson.
Yeah.
So I won't pull this part up, but basically, family, it says Alveranga's parents, who had not been in contact with him for years, had feared he was dead long before he went missing. Basically, the family of the not necessarily victim, but the deceased wanted to sue him.
Yeah.
Wanted to sue him. Let me see. Where is
the
plausibility of someone surviving so long at sea on a small craft led a number of commentators to doubt Alveranga's story, though investigators were able to confirm some of the basic details. The owner of the boat he used, Cesar Castillo, said that it's incredible to survive that long. It's hard to think how anybody could go more than 6 or 7 months without getting scurvy, at least. Said that fresh meat from birds and turtles contains vitamin C, and that eating a lot of it, as Alveranga claims, would provide sufficient vitamin C to prevent scurvy. Scurvy is wild. So local authorities originally searched for Vargas and Cordova, but called off the search after 2 days, citing heavy fog and bad weather in regard to the discrepancy between the names of the fishermen. Let's see. Tom Emerson, ambassador to the Marshall Islands, acknowledged that it seems implausible for someone to survive at sea for 13 months, but that it's also hard to imagine how someone might arrive on Eben out of the blue. Certainly, this guy has had an ordeal and has been at sea for some time. Norman Barth also said it is entirely possible that sea current could carry a boat from Mexico to Marshall Islands. He also estimated the trip would take about 18 months, but said that 13 months was still plausible. All right, it says shortly after the release of 438, the family of Córdoba sued Alveranga for $1 million, accusing him of cannibalizing their relative in order to survive. Despite Alveranga sharing that he promised Córdoba he would not eat him, Alveranga's lawyer has denied this accusation. Okay, so that's where we're at. So his family, or Córdoba's family, believe that he ate him. And then he did not throw that body up. I guess he threw the body overboard after he ate him, but he ate him. And Alveranga said he didn't. He said, man, nah, dude told me not to eat him, so I said I ain't gonna eat him. I ain't gonna do it. I'm curious as to where are the Marshall Islands.
Why?
Because they said it could get there from Mexico, but it'll take like 18 months in that type of boat. But I want to know. Man, heck nah. Bro, he ate that dude, bro.
Why you say that?
Man, look, this is where the Marshall Islands are. Hold on. Here's Marshall Islands, right? This look at where it's at in comparison to Mexico. We still going out. Mexico's over here. Where'd they set sail from, man?
Salvador, I'm assuming.
El Salvador, yeah. You're right. So it wasn't actually Mexico then.
But still,
that's even further, it seems like, because they set sail from here and ended up all the way over here. No, it was past Hawaii. That's Hawaii. They ended up on the other side, Marshall Islands. They ain't nearby Asia. Man, I ain't buying it. He ain't throw his body overboard.
How would he survive that distance?
Yeah, because he's all right.
That's
so
a little back up.
That's the thing. All right. So if he's saying old dude passed away, he gave up 4 months into the trip, right? So they started in November. So you're talking about December, January, February, March. So let's say April, right? April, the dude passes, right? If he passes in April, it took him 13 months. So April puts him at 5 months. So you telling me for another 8 months, all he ate was fish, turtles, and birds and jellyfish for 8 months before he made it to the Marshall Islands. I ain't buying that. I ain't buying that.
Yeah,
That's a long journey.
that is a long journey to sustain on those.
Yeah. He had 8 months of just trying to catch fish with his bare hands, and all his stuff didn't work. And how do we know? I guess
What?
How do we know he didn't make a pit stop somewhere?
Pissed off on another island?
Yeah.
You think they would
maybe they will. So if he gave them another name, maybe he was trying to ditch the body. Like, I'm thinking.
Say again. He gave what a name and ditched the body.
So like, all right, they selling from El Salvador. I'm just trying to picture this, right? They selling from El Salvador. 4 months in, dude passes, boom, and he's like, "Well, I'm tired of eating fish, tired of eating turtle, bird, jellyfish. Let me see what this toe bone hitting on." Right? He do his thing, and he realized, man, bro told me not to eat them, but I got hungry. I can't just throw them in the water because they come back and search for the body, and they find it. They're gonna see some chew marks on there that don't look like shark.
But okay.
You said what?
They ain't find that body, but if they do, there's evidence that he's been eating on it.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, crazier things have happened.
True.
They do, because say he wasn't that far from civilization, right? And he just didn't know. He's like, oh shoot. So now I gotta keep on going. I gotta keep on going because we was actually close. So because it seems like, all right, if they coming from El Salvador, let me see. I guess I don't know their path though either. If they coming from El Salvador, there's pretty much nothing out there, so maybe not. But if they're going straight west, they're not running into nothing until like Hawaii, basically.
Right.
Yeah, straight west. Yeah, they're not running into nothing but Hawaii. So maybe he hits the coast of one of the islands of Hawaii, whichever this closest one is. What is this one? Island of Hawaii. So maybe he hits this island, realizing what he's done. He's like, hey, maybe I could just dump this body somewhere, go to one of these little inns and stay the night, give me something to eat, hop back in this boat and just keep on going west and be like, man, we got lost. And bro just gave up, and I dumped him overboard somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know how accurate his story can be, because if he was talking to the body and he said he thought he was going insane, now how can we trust what he's saying?
Yeah, if he's talking to the body, he was pretty much asking permission to eat it. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And if he ate it or not, we'll never know. And then plus, I mean, why if he has it in him to eat a deceased body,
mm-hmm.
Who are we to say that it's unlawful or immoral for him to eat a body to save his own life?
So that was about to be my exact question. Like, is it unlawful? Like, it's clearly immoral.
Yeah.
I don't think you do that in any situation, but is it illegal though?
Right. Is it illegal?
I'm not typing it into my search bar, but because like, what's jurisdiction on that? If you're lost at sea, you know what I mean? Or in this case, in the ocean, they're in the ocean. So like, I mean, who would even?
It's not martial law. It's international law.
International law.
What is it? What do they call ocean law? Maritime law.
Maritime. But who's over that though? Like, who's gonna serve the justice? Like, would it be where he started? Is it gonna be where he landed? Like, how do you is it where he's from?
It's nowhere, because I don't know. Are these quote unquote navigable waters?
Yeah. So I guess I don't know, like, what would all go into that. Like, because because that's kind of like, I mean, one, it's not even, I mean, you can't even say that he actually did, but you can't say that he didn't either, you know? I mean, it's just unknown. But even if
Yeah,
he did, it's like, I mean, what do you do about it? I mean, can you even sue somebody for that? I mean, I guess you can, but I mean, would you have a case to win?
yeah. You weren't there. You don't know for sure. So
Yeah.
it sounds like it's an automatic. It gets thrown out. Like, why would they even accept that case?
Maybe the thing to sue for here is not the idea of cannibalism, but maybe the book. Like maybe you sue for using the story of your loved one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think that's the, I don't want to call it a crime, but I think that's the issue that we can actually say that is valid, right?
Yeah.
Because if they're not making any, if they're not getting paid from him using the story, I mean, because Cordoba was obviously involved in this too. So if he's being used in this story, then they should probably get some money from it.
But what if he's not? I haven't read the book.
Well, he would have to be in there at some point. Maybe they don't say his name, but it's his story though. Because if they're writing it about Alveranga, Cordoba was the only other person with him.
Yeah. But would he have rights to the story?
Nah, I think that would be more like kind of like one of those little side deals. So like the author would be like, "Hey, can I use your story?"
Yeah.
So I mean, like the family wouldn't have rights because it would be probably have to come from Cordoba himself. But you know,
Yeah. He gave up.
yeah. But I think it's still kind of like, I mean, I don't know. That's a tricky situation though.
If
I think they're suing the
I
wrong
was,
person though.
yeah, I would. If I was sued for defamation,
Yeah, or
my
something.
son saying my son was weak and
That's the part that you lost it on.
yes, I don't like. I'm still stuck on that.
Saying that he called my son weak, like that's the part that you stuck on.
Yes.
Forget about the possibility of cannibalism and that he just threw the body overboard.
Called him weak and that he didn't. Yeah, man. Say he
Survival.
didn't want to live.
I think in this situation, I think they do. I don't know what type of family this is. I don't know if this is like his parents or what did it say? Let me see. Cordoba, the family of Cordoba, but I don't, it just says the family of, but this could be like cousins or somebody just trying to make a dollar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this doesn't specify what type of family this is. Yeah. Either way, this is oh no, they did set for Mexico. He's from El Salvador. Yeah, yeah. He left El Salvador for Mexico in 2002, so he had been in Mexico for 10 years. But either way, I still think they might be targeting the wrong person. I think they should go after who's this? Jonathan Franklin, the guy who wrote the and this was an American. Yeah. Boy, Americans are good at profiting off of somebody else's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think they should probably target him, but maybe he might have a little bit, you know, he might be a little bit more difficult to get to than the other guy.
Jose, his lawyer in Mexico or wherever.
They're in El Salvador.
Okay, his lawyer in El Salvador sued him as well because he dropped him and took up legal counsel with Americans.
Oh, he did? He's probably trying to get a movie deal. That's why. No, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm serious. If he took up with the Americans, he's trying to get a movie deal because he probably saw like, oh man, he probably got a little side deal off the book, and so I'm assuming that's probably why they, you know,
yeah, 24. He was doc. Yeah, this is
yeah. I mean, he's
there'll be a movie coming on.
Yeah, it says in 2015. That's when he started doing the interviews in 2015, and then
2014 is when it happened.
Yeah, 2014 is when he came back. 2015 is when he did the interviews, and then they wrote the book. So, and, you know, it takes a while to get the whole story. So, you know, movies. Yeah, he's gonna get a movie here soon. It's gonna be on Netflix or something.
Yeah,
I probably see this one. This one would probably be like I'm thinking like maybe an Amazon Prime or something. Yeah, maybe like an Amazon Prime or something.
Crime movie. I see that.
Yeah.
Jose, well played, man. Good on you. He survived. Got a book. Got a movie deal coming. All because he got blown out to sea.
Well played, dude. They accused him of eating somebody.
He just needed a canon event for his life to take him to the next level. He made that happen.
This was his open door, huh?
Yeah.
This was his opportunity.
I mean, yeah. I think the cannibalism just adds to the lore and adds to that level of mystery where people will always be wondering, did he do it? Did he not?
So like this is like an OJ situation now. Is that the same thing? Nah, let me not even do that. Because you talking about some well played, like you got it. You did it.
Got away unscathed.
Well, all right. Hey, what if there was a tragic event, but you lived, right? Nobody in this situation dies. You lived. There's a tragic events that happened in your life, and you were going to get a book and movie deal out of it. What would you want that tragic event to be?
Tragic event in my life that I get a book and movie deal.
Yeah.
But no one passes away.
Yeah, no one passed away. It's just you. Like you're the only person in the tragic event. It's not going to necessarily be like you and another person. It's like think about like what was it? The 36 hours or whatever, that dude that was in the mountain or the canyon and got stuck, but he lived, He
cut his arm off.
Yeah. So think like that. Like what would you want? What would you think your tragic event would be that you lived through?
Insane.
It is insane. I'll say this: if it were me, I would want it to just be me. Like, man, I don't know. Now I got to think about it because I don't even know. I wanted to be something dope where I came out unscathed, though.
Yeah, I don't want to speak that into existence.
Right. Yeah. Let's skip this one. Let's skip this question because you're right. I don't want to speak it into existence either. I'm cool. Never mind.
That's nothing. I hope I hit the lottery, I guess.
Yeah, there we go. That's not tragic. Let's no tragic events. No tragic events. We're gonna skip that because you're right. We're not gonna speak none of that into existence. It is like it's something to be said about it though, because just like people that have to experience those events and then they get a movie and like or a book or both. It always makes me wonder, like, do they ever like watch or read and think like it actually wasn't that bad? Yeah, like I actually didn't go through all that, but okay.
I embellished a little bit.
Yeah. Like the movie, what was it? The movie American Sniper, because that's based on a true story. Like, do you think he was really like that? Because I watched that movie and he was.
What was he like?
It was like I think he was in. It was like during like the war in Iraq.
Yeah. It was.
And I mean, he was putting people down. I mean, it was just like him. He was like solo,
him by himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold up in one spot,
he was dogging people. But it makes me wonder. And then like, or even like it was like a World War I movie. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like this. It was like a soldier, but he was like a German soldier or something like that. And it was like really based on a real event because the dude was like taking out a lot of like ally, or it might have been during World War II. I can't remember. But like they was taking out a lot of people. So I wonder if like these are like stories that people came back and told and was like, this is what it was me by myself and I was in the trenches and I took out like 30, 40 people by myself. But then in actuality, it was really like there was an explosion and maybe they hit like one or two people and then they got rescued or something. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm sure there are people that take that opportunity and run with it.
Yeah. It seemed like it would be hard to I don't know, not live with it. It would just be hard to watch though. Like if I knew that wasn't the story.
Oh yeah. For you personally or for someone else?
for me personally. I mean, obviously, there's people that live with that.
Yeah.
They're just fine with it because they get paid off of it. But like if in a distant future my life story was told and like I was like this, and in the if I were able to watch a movie about my life and like I was all of a sudden like this amazing basketball player, I would look at it like didn't quite go like that, but all right.
I can give it to me.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I would be able to like watch it. You know what I mean? I might not say nothing, but I wouldn't be able to watch it because I'm like, I wasn't like that. I was okay. I was okay. They was like, man, yeah, he tore both of his knees up in a single game. Came back 2 months later, and he was dunking and won the state championship and scored 73 points.
That's what we need. That's the happy ending we need. That's how
Yeah.
the movie, bro.
Okay. Do you know all right, this is one of the ones that really disappointed me. You ever seen Remember the Titans?
Mm.
Remember how they were just like a band of people, of kids that were like, there's white kids, there's black kids, and they had to go to camp and get along, and you know they were struggling to win these games.
Yeah.
Did you ever look up the real team? Okay, so the real team had been winning state. They had been integrated for some time, and they had been winning state for years. And nobody was getting within 30 points of them. They were blowing people out. Like it wasn't even close. Like it was ridiculous. I went and looked them up. Yeah, the story was all fabricated. Like they were never an underdog. They were killing people. they were legit just running over people. Like it was crazy. Like I was looking at some of the scores they were posting. It was like 49-0. 52-3. I was like, where did this story come from? And then obviously like Hollywood had to make it like amped up a little more to make it seem like same thing with Coach Carter. That Coach Carter team was trash. Like they tried to make them out like, oh man, they had a turnaround and they were good.
Yeah, no, they were decent.
They were decent for that season, and then after that, they were just trash.
Mm-hmm.
They were not good at all. It was like, yeah. And so it's like, man, the movies, bro, they really be trying to play on emotions, and it's like it wasn't like that.
That's exactly what it is. That's hilarious. I would have never.
Yeah. Remember the Titans hurt me the most, bro. That one hurt me the most because I really thought, I was like, man, it really had me like all like growing up. I was like, man, this is a great story. Like you guys band together and they turned it around. They showed people that, you know, black and white people can play together and be successful and make everything great when they had been doing it all along and destroying teams.
This was inspiring. Well, we didn't need no inspiration.
They was just kicking everybody's tail. Yeah. And apparently I don't think they were like even the only integrated team. There was other integrated teams. They were just the best one. Like they were a powerhouse team.
Okay.
Yeah, they were a powerhouse team. Think about your best high school football team when you were in high school that was just top tier.
Yeah.
They were that.
Okay. Yeah. There were those white schools, the Miller schools.
Yeah. They were kicking people's teeth in the whole every night. It was just like, okay, yeah. So
what 1971?
Something
high school team, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But anywho, want to get into this wiki? I think we went a little over.
Yeah, let's hit the wiki.
All right. Want to start at Jose?
Sure.
We'll start at Jose. Where do you want to end our wiki game at?
CarMax.
CarMax?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Hold on. Let me see what that. I think I spelled it wrong.
CARMEX.
MEX. I put CarMax.
Oh, okay.
Like the place. All right, bet. Okay. Going to CarMax. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Wiki. CarMax. I'm trying to think where I want to go with this one. Oh, you know what?
I think I know.
I do too.
Boom.
Ooh, wait. Oh, I might have did. Let's do this. Nope. I think I don't even know where to go now. I thought I had a little lane, but now I'm not so sure.
I thought I had a lane too, but I'm not finding what I would expect to find.
Let's just do some. I'm gonna start clicking stuff.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think I too.
maybe it'll take me somewhere. How do you?
Ooh.
Oh, wait.
Where the can I even find like?
This might be a lot more difficult than I thought.
I might be onto something.
You think so?
Yes. Hopefully. What am I even in? Okay. Yes.
Let's do this one.
Okay. Okay.
Yo, this is.
No.
Ooh, I feel like I'm getting somewhere now. Maybe. Let me see. Maybe not. Wait. Dang, dude, you might have picked a good one.
I think I picked a too hard one.
Okay. Okay, let me do this. What in the world? Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Yeah.
Found something?
I ain't gonna tell you all that. Can't tell you all that, buddy. I don't like this.
What the Huh?
Let's see what this. Man, I feel like I'm getting there.
I was about to say.
You found it?
Yeah.
Man, how'd you get there?
This game a real unconventional way, brother. Carmex, lip balm, lip cold sore.
Ooh.
Cold sore, aloe herpes simplex. Yeah. Burn. This came from what? Oral rehydration therapy, dehydration.
Yeah.
Jose Salvador Alveranga.
Oh wow, that was short. I went through a lot of stuff. I was at Vaseline, so.
Oh, so you was actually.
I was trying to get there. I don't know.
You was closer to me.
But I went through a lot though. I ain't even gonna go through it because I was clicking a lot of stuff. I had to. At one point, I went to body, head, face, mouth, lips. Like it was.
Oh yeah. See,
I clicked through a lot of stuff.
I was stuck at burn and aloe vera because I thought they made lip balm out of aloe vera.
But I tried to just get. I was trying to go the dehydration route as well. I could never find dehydration. I just ended up at chapped lips at one point, and then that's how I got the Vaseline. But I didn't see lip balm anywhere.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was surprisingly tough.
Yeah, that was a good one though. That was a good one. Well, shoot. Well, what do y'all think, man? What do y'all think happened out there on that voyage?
Small ass boat.
Yeah.
But Jose,
y'all think he ate that man, or did he just throw him overboard like he said? Who's right or wrong? Who's to say? Who should be sued in that situation? Is there anything to sue for? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Rick and Jordy.
Rick and Jordy. Rick and Jordy for sure.
Yeah, man. Let us know your thoughts about Jose. And then, did you ask if they would eat people?
Yeah. Hey, if you bold enough, would you eat somebody? Yeah, in that situation, would you eat somebody? Don't tell us if you would just eat people in general, because I will report you.
Right.
For sure. That's crazy. But in that situation, would you resort to having to eat somebody?
Yeah. Let us know.
Well, remember to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Hit the notification button wherever that is.
I don't know.
And like always, that's been another week of the Rick and Jordy Podcast. I'm one half of your host, Jordy.
And I'm the other half of your host, Rick.
We're going to catch y'all next week. Peace.